What's up, ladies? Hello, welcome to day 5. And you know what I just realized? I put day 4 on this title. I'm so sorry. Today is Friday, day 5. This is why, Megan, you should be doing these.
No.
My bad, ladies. Well, welcome. So today we're going to have some of our clients on to just share their story and what they've really experienced with this process. So we share this process all the time, right? The benefits of physique shaping and stacking your habits through macros and weightlifting and being on the right nutrition and really what that does for you. But we want to basically take a step back and say, these women tested it out. Here's what they said about it. So we're going to pull them on. We have 3 different gals today. They all have very different starting points, really different starting points, actually. So it's going to be so exciting to hear from them. Ladies, please say hi as you're coming on. And if any questions pop up, just go ahead and throw them in there. And then at the end, Megan and I can go through any and all questions. Yes, love it. My guess is that Sierra. Sierra, make sure to type your name on the StreamYard link, girlfriend, please. Hello, ladies. Meg, anything you want to share, lovely?
I just want to tell everybody thank you so much for going on this journey with us this week. It's always so fun to get to share our stories and hear your guys' stories and be able to answer questions so you guys are better equipped to be able to handle the world of weightlifting and counting your macros and then having a healthy lifestyle on top of it. So I'm super pumped to be here, and I'm glad you guys are here too.
Love it. Agreed. Ladies, yeah, thank you for being with us all week. It's been such a blast, and you are the reason we can do it. So thank you so much for that. Okay, so I'm going to pop Megan out, but she will be back soon. And so, oops, I'm like, how do I do that again? Sorry, pull you out. And then I'm going to be bringing on Arleta. She is a wonderful client of ours, and she is one. Actually, I'll pull her on, and she can share the story. So, Arleta, I'm so excited to have you. Thank you again so very much for being here. And just to kind of share with the audience, like, you're feeling a little bit nervous. And I think everybody coming on today is a little nervous.
Yes.
And so, ladies, just so you know, like I was telling her, it's like, you know what? Be fully yourself, because I know we've gotten feedback from you guys saying you just want to hear their stories. It's so inspiring, right? And so let's just welcome her and everyone and help her feel really comfortable and confident. And seriously, thanks for taking the time today. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
So, Arleta, when we first talked, when you first came to us, what was the problem that you were experiencing?
Yeah, so I kind of felt stuck. So I already was really consistent with training. So I already had probably over 5 years of consistent working out. So like not always a lifting maybe the past 2 years. I've been doing group workouts. And like I really didn't feel comfortable in my body. Like it felt good. I felt very strong when I went to the gym. I really felt like a rock star. When I came home, I put bikini on. I felt really good. But then when I tried to dress up, go for like a nice dinner, like a date with my husband or something like that, like I felt very uncomfortable in the clothes. And I couldn't like initially pinpoint kind of like why I feel that way. I was like, when I'm in the bikini, I feel confident, I feel good, but yet like when I put the clothes, it feels like awkward almost.
Isn't that so crazy how that happens?
Yeah.
I try so hard to help ladies understand, you guys, physique shaping is key. It's not vain. It's just feeling good in what you wear and in your body and in your life. So that's such a beautiful example of how that shows up as importance, right? We need to feel good. So you were doing F45, still do, right?
Yes,
Which is
still
great.
do.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to share with ladies. We have some women who do CrossFit, F45. Some women work 1 day a week with another trainer. That's okay. Especially with Arleta, I would say that you're type A, super consistent. Like she puts in the work. Very, very compliant client, like on point with lifts and lifestyle. You are an absolute rock star, hands down. You haven't.
Okay, thank you.
And so sometimes people just enjoy the social activity of like F45. And so what we've been working through is like, okay, I would like to see you doing at least 3 days a week of the lifting, and then go ahead and do 1 to 2. And you started with 2 days of the F45. I think we were doing maybe 4. Maybe it was 4 and 2.
Yeah, so now I do only one F45 and the rest I'm doing with you, so
Yeah.
yeah.
And we even took, well, I guess, yeah, you're doing 3 days and 4 days. Yeah. So
Yes.
I was obviously really happy with that, more of the traditional lifting. But it made such a big difference just adding in those lifts. And so I guess, let's go ahead, transition to there. How did you feel adding in these like physique style lifts?
Well, so initially I wasn't sure. I did not have a proper setup home, and I was like, I'm already locked in at F45 because I signed a contract for a year because I was like, I knew I'm going to be there. So it was a little cheaper. So I was like, okay, why not? So I was like, okay, I really do not want to go back to the gym, and just pay another membership. So, and I already had some equipment home. So initially I was not really happy with my setup. So that was kind of like not ideal, but like I've been kind of buying more and more stuff. And like now I feel really like great, like with my setup. And I actually really like it. Like you even said it. I was like, a lot of women love it when they start seeing changes happening and they end up liking actually working out from home. And this is kind of me now. Like that's why I end up like limiting F45 because I enjoy it so much. And I know, I'm already noticing big differences. I've been only with you for like 3 months now?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
even 10 weeks or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Awesome.
So I love it.
I remember it was like 4 weeks in and you were like, I love how my clothes fit. I'm like, oh
Yes.
my gosh, that's great.
Yes. Yeah.
Wonderful. And what's amazing is it just keeps getting better. Like there's no end. Yeah.
Exactly. So this is just the beginning,
Yeah.
So I cannot wait. What's going to happen in a few months,
Yes. So cool.
Yeah.
I love what you said too. I think you bring up a great point. When you start to see those really great results or the results you're wanting, it makes the activity way more fun because you know the outcome. Yeah.
Of course. Yes. Yes. So you kind of see results, but like for myself, like I love working out to begin with, right? So like for me, it's just such a distressor. And like just my me time in the morning before my daughter wakes up. So I love it. And obviously knowing that this is kind of like helping me feel more confident and like comfortable about it with, like with my body, like it just feels amazing because like I was going to F45 and as much as I love it, I still go. Like I got this random outcome, which, you're doing this random workout and you have kind of like unpredictable results. So you do not know kind of what you're going to get at the end of everything. And here I know exactly what I'm going to get because this is kind of like the communication we had, right? And okay, I'm going to shape your body exactly the way you want it. So you're going to feel very confident and feminine in your skin. And it's been great.
I love that. It's music to my ears. I'm like, you're so right.
Yeah.
It really is because when you have random workouts, it's like rolling the dice of what your body's going to look like. I've been there.
Yeah.
And, I was doing group fitness, but it was Les Mills body pump and doing lifting and doing all these things. And I was like, I have a lot of muscle, but my clothes, I'm like, I don't look good in my clothes. This is so weird.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And I couldn't like initially. So like I actually, before I came to you, I was with another, a similar program, which I was not really happy about. So I was pretty much told kind of like, okay, whatever I want to accomplish my goals, which was kind of feel confident. And like, I wanted to work on my shaping my lower body because I didn't feel like I was catching up with my upper body. So I was pretty much told that like, it will not be sustainable. I was like, we can get you there, but you're probably not going to stay there. So I was kind of feeling very defeated because I was like, I feel like I have to say goodbye to my dreams. And I pretty much like when I was listening to you before I became your client, and I was like, I think this lady can really help me. And I'm very happy I made that decision because it's been really, everything like I dream of and more, because you kind of like, you gave me that, like you gave my dream. And I was told that this is not achievable before.
I'm like, part of me is like about to tear up. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, it is so achievable. I hate that when people say you can't do something or they think they can't do it. It's like, yes, you can do it. You just need the right plan for you and your life and what's going on. Like, absolutely.
Yeah.
For sharing that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
and I want to share one extra thing that, like, for me, what's like two things, the game changer for me in this program. One, it's the form that, like, I can send you a video, which initially, again, like, I felt very awkward doing it because I've never like actually felt myself working out before, so I felt very like I'm not natural. And it's funny because sometimes I feel like, oh, I got it, this is good, and then I'm looking at myself, it's like, oh my god, this is like so bad. But obviously I'm still sending to you because I want to hear your feedback, and so I absolutely love it because now, after so many years of working out, I feel like I established certain bad habits,
Yeah.
and now I feel like I have to probably work a little bit harder to kind of correct them, the form. And it's very, very important. So, like, I think I was caught up with like lifting heavy as opposed to, no, the form should be first,
Totally.
and then, the weights,
Yeah.
So I love that thing that, like, you're really good with giving the feedback, and I can actually, pay more attention, and I know it's going to benefit me much more having a proper form that, like, lifting heavier.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
totally.
And the second thing, it's like the support. I mean, I absolutely love the support, like that you're like always there, like anything and everything. It's just like, you're like nutrition, you coach, you look, you like, talking about the form, about the lifestyle, about like, even like if I have like a meltdown, like, oh my God, I was like, the weight is going up, what's going on? You're like, no, don't worry, and you just like, you're there, I love that.
That is really what we strive for, is that all-inclusiveness. It's like, no, we got you on this whole journey of like the fitness and the nutrition and the lifestyle and the objective view. Because like you were saying, you were freaking out because it's hard not to when you're on the inside. You're so close to it. You're putting in the work every day, right? So what is happening? What is happening? It's nice having that person on the outside saying, don't worry about it. This is what's happening. Like, we're okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. That's great. And another thing too, it's like, with posture, we were just recently talking through, that's something you wouldn't notice on yourself because that's been your whole life. Yeah. Having that outsider like, oh, okay. And then trying it. And it's like our body and life is just slowly, all the pieces are just coming together so nicely.
Yeah, there's the posture and the breathing. Like, I didn't know I was supposed to breathe a certain way when I lift. You're just breathing. And when you go to the group workout, they actually tell you, breathe. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna breathe. So yeah, but like then you kind of like listening to you with all those like helpful videos, like how to actually properly breathe when you're lifting, So I was totally not aware of it.
Oh, my heart is so full. I'm so grateful for this. And I think, for you ladies out there, we don't often talk about stuff like, tell me everything you love about the program. Like, I am solely focused on what's happening with you. What do you need? What's your program at? So we don't really go back and forth like this. And so I'm just sitting here so grateful because this is the intent. Like, we want ladies to love it, to feel supported, to have the tools, to move forward with success, knowing that someone is always there. We recently chatted with someone who said, they said they would support me all the time. And I've talked to them one time in like 2 weeks. I'm like, oh, we're a very high touch program. Our ladies are independent. So if you want to just touch base only on Mondays going through your check-in, great, that's fine. Other ladies want to chat all throughout the week or as things come up, great. Like, we're here for really whatever you need because we want to fit this around your lifestyle, right? Not you fit into something, but us come fit and shape and mold around you. So thank you, Arleta, so much for sharing that.
Of course, yes.
So last question, because I want to make sure to honor your time as well. So last question, I would say, do you feel like, because you came in low body fat percentage, beautiful muscle mass, like so fit, so many women would look at you and be like, the dream, like, I love that body. From there to where you are now, with all those years of experience, do you feel like you could have done that on your own?
Absolutely not. No, because I was doing it already on my own for so many years. And I was even told that like whatever I wanted, it's not achievable. So like I said, and I was like literally coming onto your program after a month, like me noticing all those changes. And I'm not just seeing like physical, like all the mental aspect, because I feel like when I'm looking at the photo, my body didn't really change dramatically, right? Like, I mean, I definitely can see the changes, but like the way I feel in my clothes right now. It's and mentally how I feel. It's you cannot put the price on it. Really, you can't. So
Great.
yeah.
It's totally life-changing.
Yes, it is.
Thank you so much for sharing that. That's amazing.
Of course.
Beautiful. Is there anything else you want to just leave the audience with before I pull you off?
Well, so what I was struggling for a while before I decided to kind of pull the plug was kind of the financial aspect of it, right? But I was like, it's so much worth it, because the gym membership nowadays, it's super expensive, and then you kind of and if you invest in your home gym, right, you're gonna have that equipment, so you don't have to pay, right? And having you as a support, like nutritionist, the person that takes care of your mental health as well, right? If you had to pay every single piece to those people, you end up spending so much more money. And I feel this is so much worth it. It is because that was kind of my probably the biggest thing initially. It's okay, am I ready to invest that into myself? But it's just so much worth it. It is I would, if somebody's right now kind of thinking, shouldn't I do it? Just do it. You're not gonna regret. Just do it.
I love that. Thank you. That's so true. Yeah. If you paid for them all separate, it would be so much more. It's we have them all.
Yes.
It's it just seems like more because it's one thing instead of all of them separate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
Arleta, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, and you're wonderful. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you for having me. Okay. Bye.
All right. Oh, I love that. I love that. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let me quickly, before I pull on Miss Brittany. Beautiful. Okay. Miss Brittany, I'm so excited. Oh, are you okay time-wise?
Yes, it got loud in my office, so I'm going to my other office in my car.
Okay. Well, thank you. Oh, I'm so excited to have you on as well. So I want to just quickly share with those out there. So I think, Brittany, we've been together, over a year for sure, right?
A year and a half. Yeah.
A year and a half, yeah. She was a giveaway winner. Way back in the day, we did a 12-week giveaway. She was a giveaway winner. And then she loved the program, got great results. So she enrolled. And now she's actually working on the team as well. She helps in the Facebook, and she's an affiliate basically. So she's just been amazing. I'm so excited for you guys to hear her story. So Miss Brittany, the first question I want to ask you is, where were you at? What were you experiencing when you first, I would say when you first won, right? When you first came to us?
Yeah. So I think the only reason I won is I was on maternity leave, and I had a lot of time to dedicate to that contest, because that was a hard competition. But I had just had a baby in November, and I was about, I think, almost 2 months, postpartum. And I had extra weight, just like a lot of us who have kids, right? I mean, you just have a lot of extra. And I was about ready to kind of go back to work pretty soon, but I still had about a month left, and I really wasn't feeling good in my body. It really affects me, when I feel extra, because it's just not me. And so anyway, my fitness journey was always just doing cardio, but I wasn't motivated doing that at home. I couldn't get to the gym because of my newborn. So when I won the contest, started your program, it was oh my gosh, I don't have to do cardio. I could just focus on learning this thing called macros, which I'm surprised my entire life I've never even heard of macros. And I started tracking my food, doing the macros. And, like I said, I previously I did track. So I had a little bit of weight room experience, but it was mostly just cardio. Mm-hmm. And I've always been very interested in doing weightlifting, but I was very insecure at the gym. So my husband, if you saw my husband, he's very built, he's very comfortable with weightlifting, but he never showed me, how to lift. I would just go up and do the cardio thing up above, and he would do the weights down below, and we just meet when we were done. And so to build the confidence and to learn how to do weightlifting and not necessarily have to do the cardio was just mind blowing. So that's kind of how I started, is just wanted to build muscle, lose fat, and you told me I could do it at the same time. So I was all in.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And You guys, I totally want to show you her transformation really quick because this bombshell has just crushed it. I mean, I can't even put it into words. So I should have pulled that up prior. I'm gonna pull that up while I ask you the next question. Will you share what have your results been in this program? Like just share on your side while I pulled this photo. Oh, it might be lagging a little bit.
Sorry, my volume froze.
That's okay. Did you hear what I said? Oh, let's just give her just a minute, ladies, and then we will go back in. As we know, with busy female professionals and mothers, like things happen all the time, such as I don't have a photo ready and we have tech problems. So we just got to go with the flow and know that everything's okay. While she's actually frozen, I'm going to multitask a little bit while I look for her transformation, but I also want to share with you her story. So Brittany is very, very, very driven, very type A. She is extremely compliant, just crushes it. She wants to have all the answers. She wants to know all the reasons why. This woman has kept me on my toes more than any client ever. And I love it, right? It's important to know why you're doing something. You know, why are we doing this? Why are we not doing this? Yeah, so she just hopped off, which is no worries. And she really just asked all the detail, nitty gritty. But the reason was because she wanted to learn, right? She really wanted to know just why she was doing something. She liked to know. So I'm looking down. Here it is. I'm just looking for her transformation. But she just wanted to know the reason behind everything, right? So let me pull this up so you ladies can see. And so she works full time. She works in sales. She has 2 children and she is a mother she is a wife, sorry. So let me pull this up. Now, I am going to share this. I know she's okay with me sharing it. So when she first came to us, she said, I don't want to grow my legs. I just want to grow my glutes. Like, I just want these big glutes. I'm like, heck yeah. So what I did was we basically created a program where we took her leg volume down and we put her glute volume really high, right? Not too high because there's a lot of diminishing return, but we put her glute volume really high. Well, then she achieved this dream physique. She just loved it. But then she was like, she sent me a picture. She's like, actually, I want this now. I'm like, and it was basically a larger lower body. I said, girlfriend, your frame is not designed for that. We have to grow your legs if you want that. And so let me show you what she looks like right now. Incredible job. Okay. And so we finally now have gotten her to the point of wanting to grow her legs. And so now that's really like what we're working on now. But just tremendous progress. She's just done amazing. She's actually more jacked than this now. This was a while back. And the really cool thing, so let me go ahead and pull her off. The cool thing too about Miss Brittany is she's not even tracking her macros anymore. I think we just took her down to literally 0 days tracking. She may be tracking 2. But we've actually done we've weaned her off of macros completely. She did great. She maintained it, but then she had a surgery and she was out for a while. So basically she just kind of ate the same, put on a little bit more weight. Didn't really bother her. It was just a few pounds. Right? She's tiny. And, but then she came back after the surgery and she said, okay, I want to cut down a few more pounds and then maintain here. So we did it again, right? So we cut her down, reversed her back to maintenance, and then totally weaned her off macros. And so she's still with us, just training, right now we're working on her legs and her calves. That's really what she's wanting. And the really cool thing is when you get to this point in your physique, you can say, okay, let's make this tweak. Let's make this tweak. It's like, okay, cool, noted, got it. It's so fun because it's like your body is your canvas. Your body is your canvas. We're designing. So as we're getting the fat off through your nutrition, we're designing your body underneath, right? So as the fat is starting to come off, what you've been shaping and building is revealed, right? But then once you've revealed it all, you still get the opportunity to say, I love that, but now my goals are changing or up leveling or whatever it is for you. Now I want this. It's like, cool, send me a picture. Let's get it. So it's just so fun. She's been such a joy to work with. Again, she's kept me on my toes so much, which is wonderful. And it's like, you should be able to do that. If you have a trainer, ask your trainer, what are we doing, right? If your trainer doesn't know, it's designed for nothing, right? We really want to have a specific result every single workout because your time is super valuable. Here she is.
I'm so sorry.
No worries.
The car wasn't a good idea. It overheated in the window.
No worries at all. Let me check the time. So I just shared with them your transformation photos. I love them. And I shared with them how we've done 2 cycles of like weaning you off macros, and then you had a surgery, came back, did the, cut reverse, weaned off again. And then I was telling them how, at first you want to grow your legs, and now we're really building the legs and like that fun thing. So just kind of sharing your journey, basically. So let me go back to here. So before I keep chatting, is there anything, I do have more questions for you, but is there anything basically that you just want to share that you want people to know?
Well, I guess the macro piece. So like, there's for me, the program's like physical and mental transformation, right? So like the physical transformation is all like the hard stuff. You're watching the data week by week, you're there for accountability, for, like I said, looking at the data, you're adjusting things as needed, talking me off the cliff, right? When I'm feeling like crazy. So there's that mental piece as well. It's like, you're really a therapist. You're really there to like encourage, also to be that tough love person. Like, hey, let's just continue what we're doing. You'll thank me later, and that is a piece that I didn't even think of when you get a program. It's just having that support, and you and the team, are there. So, and breaking those beliefs too, that we have, because part of my past too, is I have, food and substance abuse issues. And I've overcome all of that, but that doesn't mean that those thoughts and some of those repressed, feelings and anxieties, they do bubble up and they do come up. So I was sharing some of that with you. And so you're there to kind of fact check me and be like, that's not true, and so that was really helpful, is just to have that mental support and to kind of reinforce that you are in control and I'm giving that control to you and we got this together because you're going to get me to that goal, and there's a lot of trust in that process. So
there it is. Yeah, that's such a great point to bring up. And it's been a little bit since we've had some of those conversations because we did have so many in the beginning. It's like your growth has been beautiful, right? There were times of asking about snacking or just, I don't want to share a lot of information, but just situations that came up and having someone to just talk through those. Like, am I even thinking about this the right way? Is this really the situation, or what do I do here? What do I do here? Instead of just sitting there spinning your wheels, feeling confused, feeling the feelings of anxiety, it's like just having someone to talk through those things, like, okay, we're good. Yeah.
Right, exactly. And, of course, there's more discipline in the, when you're in the deficit, you have to be disciplined in order to get to your goal as quick as possible, which I did. And then the reverse dieting is also kind of like, okay, I wanted more and more calories, right? But it's like, hold steady. We're going to do this a couple weeks at a time. And it all was brilliant. I gained 0 fat. I was able to eat more, and now I'm maintaining, and now I'm actually not tracking at all, which is very freeing. I have like all my normal foods that I learned to eat with macros. I've got like my protein shake here, my protein bar. I like my freezer meals because they're just like pre-portioned and, they're awesome. But it's like, there's things that I know to eat and I eat so frequently and I know what portion control is now. And so it's very freeing. And I can still have treats. Like I actually just got notification that I have my Ninja Creamy that just got delivered to my doorstep. So I'm really excited to try protein ice cream. And it's fun just to have it be a lifestyle. You've taught me lifestyle ways of eating. So
Totally. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. It really is. This should be easy for us to maintain. It's just getting the habits and the tools of how are we really supposed to live healthy and fit for the rest of our life? Because none of us have truly been taught that. So it's like, let's learn how to live fit and healthy the rest of our life, but also have a body that we love and feel super confident in.
Right. And it's not just about being thin, because in reality, everybody, if they just, reduce their calories, can be thin. But the beauty is, I have a very like kind of up and down straight figure. So if I'm just thin, I have like no muscle mass. And if I want to create glutes and beautiful curves, like you showed me how to do that and how to get there as quick as possible, because you're the one who knows how to build those, right? So just prescribing me the workouts and me following them, I've built exactly the body, honestly, that I wanted, that I dreamed of, by just building those curves with muscle, with healthy muscle.
And now you just get to maintain it with ease.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love that, Brittany. That's wonderful. Thank you. Okay, let me see. I know we're a little choppy on time, so let me just see if there's any other questions. So I think the question I would ask you, love, is who would you recommend this program to?
I would say definitely somebody who can use some accountability as they're working out, because that's such a big piece of it, is just like, even on a weekly basis, submitting your measurements and your pictures to somebody, like, and having that, in the back of your brain, and somebody kind of has that control and that support. Definitely the accountability piece. And then somebody just doesn't know really how to lift or how often to lift to build their dream body. Like for me, I love fitness. I've always done fitness. It just wasn't strategic. So I still have a lot to learn, which is why hopefully I'll never let go of you. But like, it's just, I just like, I just am, and there's always stuff to learn, and there's new research coming out, which you love sharing. And so it's just such a fun passion, that if someone who really wants to fill their cup, this could be a very healthful way to fill your cup. I'm a mom of two. I'm busy. My 1 hour that I get is honestly the gym time. I get to listen to my music. I get to build my body. It builds confidence. It makes me feel good. I have better energy. So if you really want to fill your cup in, and it's almost like, getting healthy at the same time, it's just a win-win.
Love that. Yeah, so true. Cool. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you taking the time and navigating that situation. Thanks for coming back on. No worries, seriously, at all. No worries at all. But I appreciate you. Thank you. I hope you have a good day.
Thank you so much.
Definitely. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to pull Megan in really quick, and then we get to bring on the beautiful Tami as well. So hello, Megan. So I'm going to quickly share. So you guys, aren't those stories amazing? I love hearing their stories. They're so different, right? They're so unique, yet most of us, we have the same goal. We want to feel great in our skin, in our body. We want to be healthy. We want to be fit. We want life to feel easy as much as it can, right? Life is challenging, but physically, self-esteem wise, we want life to feel easy in this way, right? And so it's like we commit ourselves and our resources, whether it be time, whether it be finances, whether it be energy, emotion, whatever, into I'm going to be fit, I'm going to be healthy, I'm going to build a body I want so I can thrive in life rather than just survive, or thrive in business, thrive in family, but then like, we're getting it over here. It's like, let us just lead you, right? Let us just give you the map so you can just move forward in that success instead of spinning your wheels so long. It's like, we got your back. This is what we do.
Yep. Exactly.
All right. So Meg, I'm going to go ahead and pull myself off, and then you can introduce Tami. And I'm so excited to hear you guys.
Okay. All right, let's pull Tami. She is a client of mine, and she hasn't been with me too long, but we've seen some amazing growth. So only about 5 weeks, I said, hey, Tami, you want to pop on and talk about your experience with Queens of Iron? And she said, of course, I would love to. So I am so excited for her to pop on here and chat about her experiences. Hey, Tami. Oh no, you're muted. Hold on. Oh, let's see. There we go. Hey. Hey, how are you?
Doing great. I'm on vacation.
Oh, yes. I pulled her from vacation. I go, hey, Tami, can you please come on the live and talk about your experience? And she was like, of course. So without further ado, what was the problem when you came to us? What was your problem?
Oh, goodness. I had a couple, I got lots of problems.
It's okay. We all do.
So biggest thing was, and I'm not really sure how I found you guys. You just kind of landed in front of me and I started watching and it was like, wow, these guys really seem super compassionate. That's kind of what drew me in first was I just watching the videos, I already felt cared about, you can just tell. So I kept coming back to the videos and then one thing kind of led to the other. But the biggest thing was coming off of kind of a long, probably 5 to 7 years, to be honest. So I was a nurse manager for about 5 years. It was my first management position, a lot of long hours sitting at the desk, sometimes till midnight, which wreaked havoc on my body. Follow that by a trauma injury to my full left side where I've still got a lot of, I don't want to use the word paralysis, but just a lot of numbness and deficits on that side that caused me a lot of pain. Throw in a little menopause in there and just feeling overweight and tired and my body just really hurted or hurts. So I started about a year ago, actually, on a beginner kind of you pay one time type of deal for just a little basic beginner weightlifting program. And I started there. I knew that the macro element was important, but I just wasn't ready to incorporate that part of it. I had a lot of other family dynamics going on and just super stressful with work at the time. So I thought to myself, I'll just do the part that I felt was going to be hardest for me. And that was getting up and doing the workout part of it. So I did that for probably just under a year without the nutrition part, doing the best I could, trying to make the best decisions that I could. And I kind of just thought, well, if I just meal prep for just lunch, not doing any of my macros, that'll kind of get me in the routine. I'll just be okay with that and get the harder part in my mind, which was for me, the weight training. Did that for a year and felt a little bit stronger, but all honesty, my body just really hurt. I felt really fatigued and I just was ready to do, I kind of had that coming to Jesus moment where I was like, oh, you know what they say about macros being super important. You can do all the work, but I'm kind of that person, like I got to try it myself and then see what does or doesn't work and then go from there. And then you guys landed in front of me and here I am.
Yay.
And I just jumped all in. I was like, yeah, I'm committed for a year. Let's do it.
So how has your experience, and it's been so short, guys, but like her gains are insane. What she's made in about 4.5, 5 weeks, like she's already down like 4 pounds, lots of centimeters. I'm pumping you up right now because I'm so proud of you. Insane. So tell me just about your experience with us so far. What is your experience with Queens of Iron?
So they do what they say they're going to do. What I really have appreciated, and Megan, you're just awesome.
Thank you.
You know, your feedback is prompt and quick and fast and helpful. You know, you're being able to send, because I'm new at this. I was just doing my solo thing, trying to figure out what the heck I was doing. So it's really wonderful to be able to send a form video and same day or within 24 hours, be able to get your response back, and you're slow mowing the video and you're drawing lines so that I can see visually, where my, back end is swayed and my arm should be, the visual part of it. And it's every time. It's not just the first week. You've been extremely consistent, and just compassion. You're there for the macro part of it. Send me pictures of your diary. Let's talk about why you're feeling fatigue in the morning, all of those type of things.
I love it. I love it. Oh, that's so sweet. I appreciate that. We haven't really got to chat, just like Kristen was saying, like we do like an intro video and we kind of chat, like daily messages, but just like sitting here, like I could talk with you all day. So I'm going to focus. I'm going to look at the question. So, and I know it's only been a few weeks, but do you think you could have gotten where you are right now in these 5 weeks without like on your own?
No, I tried. I tried for a year, and I don't even think I really realized, or I maybe underestimated the importance of it, because it's a financial, you got that part of it, and we can always talk ourselves out of that, especially when we're putting into ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that coming out of your pocket is what gives you that little push, because you're like, you know what, I got to pay for this. I don't want to get up out of bed. I mean, I was previously getting up at 5. I gave myself 30 minutes to get up and be awake. Well, I realized very quickly that maybe part of my fatigue part in the morning was that I just wasn't awake enough. Mm-hmm. Do I want to get up at 4:30 in the morning? Heck no. But I do. I get up at 4:30 so that I can get a little bit in my body. I can give it an hour to wake up and, do what I need to do, maybe do a little stretching. And then I'm, go to my gym at 5:30. Is it the biggest and best gym? Nope. It's the one I can afford, which is my housing one. And that's the fabulous thing, is I have some equipment, but I don't have all equipment. And all I have to do is send you, hey, I don't have this, or I send you pictures. This is what I do have. And you send me a modification, which is awesome.
Yeah, I love that. That is so important too. Just knowing like, hey, you don't have to have it all, and we can modify as we go. And you don't have to be perfect, right? Like at the end of the day, it's just, we're here to help you get where you want to go. And every single person is different. So my final question to you is, who would you recommend this coaching program to?
Oh, well, anybody who wants to make a change and has even just a little bit of something in there that says, I can do this. We all have obstacles. None of us want to wake up. We all have families. I'm a single mom of one, busy in my profession. And but I guess I would just say anybody that wants to feel better, that wants to have less pain in their body. And that's another thing, I just want to say it real quick, is like for me, the preliminary exercises, I feel like for my left side deficit have been extremely valuable. I didn't really realize how much they would.
Yeah.
I have less pain and I have better range of motion.
Oh,
it's huge. And I'm, my left glute is starting to, it's still got issues, but it's far better than it was just in the 5 weeks that I've been here. So anyone who's willing to commit to themselves, jump on board. They're amazing.
Oh, thank you so much, Tami. Thank you for coming out and missing some of your vacation time. I really appreciate it.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Tami, thank you so very much. I know you're still backstage, so thank you so much again. Like Megan said, to take the time and to just share. I'm so grateful you're having that experience too. Thank you. Excuse me. Well, my heart is very full. And I just want to reiterate to you guys too, just like Tami said, we really care about our clients. Client experience is the absolute #1 priority, and it always will be. It always has been for years and years and years, and it always will be. Now, one other thing too, Tami was talking about those little exercises. So what we do is the little tiny stabilizer muscles in your knees, in your hips, your low back, and your shoulders, we actually therapy those. So we have these little corrective exercises that we do in their preliminaries or their warm-ups. And it's just really strengthening those teeny tiny little muscles. So A, you're stronger for everyday life. B, you're staying injury free. And C, you're growing your muscle more and shaping your body more because those little stabilizer muscles are on point so you can lift heavier, right? I shared this story I think it was yesterday, about the 76-year-old man that I trained way back in the day. I think it was like 2011. I was training him for 9 months, and for 30 years, he had 20% usage in his shoulder, something like that. After 9 months, he told me he had 100% usage in his shoulder, and we do the exact same exercises that I used with him. We even ISO'd them. We do them today with our clients. They're so incredibly effective. So that was super cool to hear. I will say one thing that I've noticed with Tami and with Arleta and some of these clients, sometimes I'm shocked at how fast they're seeing the change. Like, we love to get ladies results right away, certainly, like fat loss, things are changing. But the really cool thing is like the shaping, the therapy, these other small areas they're noticing quite quickly. So I'm like, that just made me happy. I thought that was really cool that that's happening, because that's the goal, right? Yeah. As long as you're leaning in and doing your best, my gosh, there's wins that can happen everywhere. And like for Brittany and Arleta, we've been with them a lot longer than we have Tami. So they were able to talk about the mindset piece a little bit more. Both of those ladies on many occasions, one more than the other, one on many occasions, we did chat through a lot of feelings, a lot of feelings of working through overeating, coming from a past, eating habit that wasn't what she wanted. Working through, oh my gosh, I did it again. I fell off the wagon and I did it again. And just talking through that mindset piece of, don't worry about it. It's okay. Let's find the triggers around why that happened so you can move forward with more success. And we'll just kind of break down this habit little by little. But just having that person to vent to, we've had clients cry, like, we're here. We've been there in a lot of cases. We've been there, and we're really here to just guide you to the other side in the safest, the healthiest, and the fastest, I should say most efficient way possible for you. Great. Ladies, thank you for being here. If you are interested in hearing more information about the coaching program, feel free to drop coaching below. We have 2 more spots for September 4th, and then we have 4 more spots for 7 days after that, which would be the 11th, right? Yeah. So we have a few more spots we're happy to fill from now through midnight. I know I forgot to announce this on the live. Sorry, you guys lost 2 days, but from today and through midnight, we're doing an event promo. So you get an extra month free on your program. So we've already had ladies enroll in 8 months. We've had a couple enroll in 4 months. So they're getting 9 months of coaching and then 5 months of coaching, which also brings the financial investment down, because we're giving you that extra month if you want to extend that. So for those of you who have really, really, really wanted the program, but finances held you back, send me a message. Let's talk through it, because it did drop it down quite a bit, which is really great. And you get the extra free month of training. So that's really cool. We've never actually done that before, so to the best of my knowledge. So we're excited to do that. Cool. Got you. I see the coaching comments coming in. Yeah, we'd love to help you. We really love what we do. All of us do. We really, really love it. Meg, thanks for being here. Thanks for, just chatting. And this is your first, trainer interview. So I appreciate you. I'm so proud of you. Thank you seriously for the coach that you are. And you just drive hard. You're like, give me all the information, fire hose me with information. I got this. I can do this. I just want to shout out your growth, since even just meeting you has been tremendous. It's been amazing. Your drive to keep working, to get clients the most amazing results, to be the best trainer, to lead from the front is really obvious and really admirable. So thank you for being who you are in this company at Queens of Iron. You're an immense, immense asset.
Thank you.
Definitely. Beautiful. Yes. Thank you for whoever said that. We are very dedicated.
Yeah. Comments, right? Are we still doing the comments, likes on the videos?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we are totally. So we're giving away 10 free Macro Track Like a Pro in 7 days or less online courses. They're great. They're just going to give you lots of great tools for how to track your macros. So we're going to give away 10 of those. Some ladies have finished it in 4 hours. They just do it in a day and they love it. It's pretty easy content to get through. So I made a joke about this comment, but I don't mean to joke about it. I mean, it is serious. And I think you're also probably talking about the communication. I think all of them actually said you guys are so prompt to respond. It's heck yeah, we are here to help you, right? It's not okay, come in. Oh yeah, we talked to her a month ago. It's
yeah.
Sometimes I'm how long have my clients been waiting? Oh my gosh, okay, it's been 45 minutes. I'm oh, okay.
Exactly.
Like, we have time. We're okay. Cool. Gina, thank you, love. We appreciate you. We love having you guys again. Thank you so much for being at this event, this 5-day event. This would not be possible without you and your desire and your presence and your energy and desire to learn. So thank you all so much for taking your time out of your week and out of your day and just coming here. We hope that you found it super valuable. We just want to give you lots of great information, no fluff, the information that will help you keep going along your journey, thrive more and more and more and more. Yeah. Beautiful. Meg, anything you want to share before we hop off?
Just so excited to be here this week, guys. Thanks for hopping on and joining us for all of it.
Love it. Yeah. Thank you. Have a great day, you guys. We'll see you later.